Hey guys, here we are again. It's another episode of Mike's Vlog. What's up? What's going? Hope everything's going in a positive direction. Enjoying your time? I certainly wasn't having a good time per se. Been a really stressful week. Just the usual things, getting over work and etc. But in the hope of turn-up events, I wanted to turn on the camera and talk about things that I like, or rather things that I like to do with my future husband, if he really exists. My perfect, ideal date. Daydreaming in another word. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about what I value in my relationship. Kind of picturing the perfect man that I'll probably, it's too much to say I will probably never find, but it's probably going to be really difficult to find. Because finding a lifelong partner is a long journey. It's definitely not going to be easy. So, yeah. My ideal man. He comes down into 5 different traits. Yeah, it comes down to 5 different traits. Number 1 is enjoying the quiet space together. Or in a full sentence, it will be being able to enjoy the same space together. Period. The reason why I say that is because I myself am an introvert, and I work in a very extroverted workplace. I do work in West Hollywood, in a prime area where everyone's very interactive, and I kind of have to put myself in the shoe of being a forceful extrovert trying to interact with people. And so by the time I get home, I am usually pretty exhausted. It's just the way how introverts recharge, being quiet, enjoying the space. But at the same time, I'm always really hungry for attention from my dear lover. So the best way to satisfy both is, being in the same space together, but it doesn't need to have a conversation going on. Being able to just share the same space together, doing 2 different things, and smiling at each other and getting back at maybe an hour or 2 later saying, hey, what's up? I'm hungry. Do you want to go out together to get dinner? Those kind of words. Some simple stuff that's also moving but caring. Something that could be interactive but not interactive at the same time. So yeah, that's one thing that I value. Being able to be myself, a space where I could be an introvert and not feel invaded. Second thing is being collaborative, sharing similar likes and such on, so you have activities that you could enjoy together. Not necessarily activities, it could even be just sharing similar likes when it comes to type of foods. For example, I try to stay away from eating seafood just because I have an allergy, and there are certain dishes that I really don't like to eat. For example, I don't like mushroom. Call me weird, I really don't like mushrooms. And that's not an allergy, it's just personal preference. And it goes on, the list goes on, and there are some things that I don't like. And it's the truth when it comes to activities as well. But one thing about myself is I'll try anything once together with my partner. I'm more of a person to match along to my partner. I become happy and satisfied by seeing that my partner enjoys what he is doing. So if my partner enjoys and I enjoy it to some degree, I actually really enjoy it. What's more important for me is the time spent together, not necessarily the environment. So I'll try anything once, and generally I'm not opposed to it. So far I haven't had a time where I felt uncomfortable doing something with my partner, with my partners in the past. But yeah. Number 3 is a definite must option. I am a sucker for cuddles. I cannot live without cuddles, and if my partner doesn't like to cuddle, then ooh, that is a no-go zone for me. Yeah, my partner must enjoy cuddling. It's the way how I recharge. I like to cuddle. Even if there's no words going on, just, you know, being shut up and cuddling together, you know, caressing each other, and feeling each other's warmth. Yeah, I like that. I also like to initiate on a conversation while cuddling. I think there's nothing more intimate than skin-to-skin contact. It's the best way to express your emotions and your feelings and etc. And I think cuddling is a really good intermediate way of being affectionate and also being transparent to your partner about your true feelings and thoughts. That's just how I feel. 4th is probably the most important part of just relationship in general. It doesn't have to be relationship with my partner, but relationship with me when it comes to friendship or, you know, work or whatever. Just communication in general. It's just really important aspect in my that takes place in my life, and even more so when it comes to relationship. I don't think any relationship will be healthy if there is no communications going on. If there's no communication going on between me and my partner, how are we supposed to know what each other are thinking? I'm sure you guys probably feel the same, but communication has to happen for one to know true feeling and thought of the other person, especially if that person is your lover. You don't want to hold stuff inside you and let it explode later. It's just not healthy. Being transparent, communicating what's in your thought, sharing your thoughts, exchanging conversations. If there's any struggles, it should be sorted out by communicating. So for me, communication is really important. It's really important because I have a tendency of thinking a lot. I overthink things by a lot. No response could do a big hit on me in terms of my head, which at the end affects the way I feel. Obsessive is not the right word. I'm not that obsessive. If I'm that obsessive, I'll be communicative with it. But if there's a lack of communication and I start feeling frustrated, I get sad and I get really depressed. That's the thing about me. I don't really express that part about it, and I feel like it's because I want to respect the boundaries between my partner and I feel like there's reasons behind every actions, and if there isn't a communication given to me, I feel like that is one way of expressing what the person is feeling like toward me. For example, I sent a message in certain time and I don't get a response, and let's say over the course of almost a full day, that I get really worried that the person's not interested in me. Obviously, some scenarios could change. Like, for example, I know the person's on a vacation, etc., etc. It wouldn't worry me so much. But if the blank of communication continues for extended period of time, then I do start to get really worried. I guess in a way, I have a trust issue. I guess is the right word to put it. But at the same time, which also leads to my fifth on the list, what's really important for me is respect. As much as I like to be respected, I also like to respect my partner. So kind of locking in together, if I don't get the communication that I need, and I don't cross my line because I respect the boundary of my partner, so I just let it happen and wait patiently until he tells me X, Y, and Z, yada yada yada. Yeah. I also don't like to feel invasive in my own personal things, so I get where the lack of communication might come from. The silence, it could happen when you feel like your space is being invasive. It's totally understandable, but communication needs to be happen to know the true feeling. And without communication, I feel like there's no resolving anything. It's just constant frustration building up after another. So while respecting each other and being communicative, I think that's really important in my life, or rather in my relationship. And it's just one thing that I really look into for when it comes to choosing my partner. Yeah, that's about it. Summarizing, my man needs to love cuddling, share similar likes, activities and foods, being communicative, and being well-mannered, well-respected. Yeah, that sums up my ideal man. What are some of your traits that you guys look for? Let me know. I'm interested to know what other people seek for in their relationship. That's it for today's video. I'm just happy that I was able to film another video today, and yeah, I just hope that I'll get to continue to slowly get back into posting videos. So yeah, until then, see you guys. Have a good night or have a good day, whichever time you guys are in. Bye.